Could you imagine having a medical issue that could potentially alter your career and within a year you're making a huge impact on a playoff push? That's exactly what Ausar Thompson is doing. The 22-year-old is an extremely talented defender, but as of late is also making a more notable impact offensively. I'm going to take a deeper dive into Thompson's game to show how he's making a huge impact for the Pistons on both ends of the floor. Thompson last year as a rookie showed some very intriguing flashes. Unfortunately, his season was cut short in March due to blood clots. For those unaware, that's an issue that could alter the trajectory of an NBA career, with the most notable case being Chris Bosh, who had to prematurely retire as a result. Though Thompson returned to the floor this past November, and while he was eased back into action, has played a massive role in the Pistons' recent surge. Like his twin brother Amen, who he's often compared to, Asar at this point in his career is not much of a shooting threat, though the Pistons are utilizing his blend of high-end athleticism and basketball IQ to get him more looks around the basket. One way they're doing this is getting him the ball more in transition, which accounts for nearly 30% of his offensive possessions. Here after a rebound, Cade Cunningham has the ball around midcourt, and you can see Thompson building momentum at the bottom of the screen. Cade passes him the ball, and now look what you have. Thompson has a head of steam, Matas Buzelis is on his heels defensively, and nobody's defending in the paint. So Asar's in position to do what he does best. He gets downhill immediately, uses his shoulder to create some space, and finishes with the dunk. Last year, during the infamous Monty Williams era, Pistons fans would often ask why Asar was so frequently asked to camp out in the corner and not cut more. The good news is that has changed, as 14.4% of Thompson's offensive possessions have come off cuts so far this season, compared to 10.2% last year. He's also shown improvement on them, ranking in the 60th percentile on a per possession basis, compared to the 44th percentile as a rookie, though he can also score off cuts in a variety of ways. Here, Cade Cunningham starts with the ball operating out of pick and roll, while Asar is on the left wing. Though as Cade dribbles his way inside the arc, you can see Asar is slowly working his way towards the basket. Now with Cade in the paint, look at the attention he's drawing, and Asar is right in the dunker spot ready for a pass. The All-Star finds him, and it leads to an easy dunk. Tobias Harris on this possession is backing down his defender, and Thompson is in the right corner. Though as this happens, all the Hornets defenders are focused on the ball, and there's an opening in the middle of the paint. Thompson notices this as the shot clock winds down and alertly cuts there. Harris finds him, and the Pistons now have what's essentially a 2-on-1 advantage. Thompson gets the defender up in the air with a pump fake and converts the layup through contact. The Pistons have also given Thompson more ball handling responsibility of late. Entering the All-Star break, he's averaged just under 5 assists over his last 6 games. The second-year player has shown some impressive flashes in this regard, whether he's playing on or off the ball. Jalen Duren starts this with a handoff to Cade Cunningham. As Cade gets the ball, Asar is currently in the right corner, though Duren sets a screen and rolls into the paint. Now look at Thompson the moment Duren touches the ball. He's already showcasing his cutting, running hard to the rim. The big man makes an impressive pass to Thompson, but he's in a tough spot to go right up for a layup. Instead, he shows fantastic instincts, immediately swinging the ball to Tobias Harris on the right wing, who knocks down the open three. Thompson here is running pick and roll with Isaiah Stewart, though his defender falls, working his way through the screen. Given Thompson's ability to get downhill, Andre Drummond in drop coverage is also trying to eliminate a chance of him getting to the rim, though Asar does a nice job of manipulating the defender and drops it off to Stewart, which leads to an easy dunk. After ranking in the middle of the pack in fast break points per game a year ago, the Pistons currently rank second in the league this season. With Thompson's athleticism and court vision, he's been a big part of this, as he can score himself, along with finding teammates in transition where he can capitalize when the defense isn't fully set, though he can also impact this by doing some little things that aren't always noticed. Thompson pulls down the rebound here, and you can tell right away he's pushing the pace as he has a 4-on-3 advantage, though as he gets downhill, both Cade Cunningham and Tim Hardaway Jr. stop on the wings on each side of the perimeter. As Thompson gets another step downhill, he sees an open Hardaway, and that stops the Cavaliers defenders in their tracks, though that doesn't stop Jalen Duren from running to the rim, and Thompson looks off Hardaway to connect with his center on the lob. Asar begins this possession working through the screen and getting a steal, but watch what he does after. He immediately turns on the Jets the other way, and at half court, the Pistons have a 4-on-2 advantage. While this isn't going to be a play where he receives credit in the box score, Thompson makes the smart pass to Cunningham, which results in a 2-on-1, and Cade throws the lob to Jalen Duren for an easy 2 points. Now we get to the highlight of Thompson's game, his defense. Between his blend of size, athleticism, and instincts, he has everything teams covet in a perimeter defender. Though while Ausar can rack up steals or blocks, his ability to cover ground can also bring opponents' possessions to a screeching halt. Thompson starts this possession defending Trae Young in pick and roll, though he's about to do a whole lot more. Young passes it to Bogdan Bogdanovic, who puts the ball on the floor, but as he does that, Thompson rotates over to cut off a potential pass to a cutting Dyson Daniels. Bogdanovic then passes it back out to Young, and Ausar closes out to eliminate a quick attempt from three and forces Young back inside the arc. Trae then passes it back to Bogdanovic, who blows by his initial defender. But guess who meets him in the paint? You guessed it, Ausar Thompson. Bogdanovic then passes it back to Young, who works downhill, but Thompson's right there to cut off the drive. Then, as Young gets the ball back to Bogdanovic, Thompson switches and doesn't give up any ground on the drive, forcing Bogdanovic into a tough layup attempt with his offhand. The 22-year-old is also wise beyond his years at playing passing lanes and rotating to alter shots. Here, Darius Garland is bringing the ball up and getting into pick and roll with Jarrett Allen before the Pistons' defense is fully set. Thompson is at the top of the key away from the play as this is unfolding, but can anticipate it. Before Garland even passes the ball, you can see Thompson started rotating to Allen. While Allen does receive the pass, Thompson works his way in front of him, where he strips the ball before a potential layup attempt. In this instance, Jimmy Butler passes it to Duncan Robinson coming off a screen, and as he gets downhill, notice that Ausar is in the paint staying on Tyler Hero. As Robinson gets into the paint, Thompson starts rotating over to help. Though while you think this could be to contest a layup attempt, Thompson has other ideas. He works towards the dunker spot on the left side of the floor towards Bam Adebayo, and as the lob is thrown, Thompson gets up to high point the ball and deflects it to a teammate. While Thompson still has aspects of his game to work on offensively, the scary thing is he hasn't been fully unleashed yet. Thompson, in part to getting acclimated after his return, has yet to play 30 or more minutes in a game this season, and the higher volume of on-ball reps is a relatively new trend. Following the All-Star break, he should continue seeing those reps handling the ball, and the Pistons have found effective ways to get him involved as a scorer in the meantime. After a rough end to his rookie season, Thompson's return to the floor has been very encouraging, and he will be a key piece going forward for both the Pistons' present and future. If you made it this far, thank you. And if you enjoyed the video, don't hesitate to like and subscribe to stay up to date on my basketball analysis throughout the 2024-25 season.